take the dick off the table based upon my standard. You aren't gonna get hold of this dick if you ain't being the woman I need you to be. You need to realize that you need to cook, clean. You gotta understand that you're not the only woman. And if you can accept that, that's fine. That's just the beginning, because you gotta work hard for me, because I work hard for me. So that means if you get with me, it's not gonna be easy street, because I need to be satisfied, because it ain't no happy wife, happy life bullshit. It's happy Steve, happy Steve.
Being strong with self, understanding who you are, that is the biggest defense to bitch ass weak men.
And there's no excuses for the men not to be strong. But see, there's so many forces. And then so many men are embracing weakness.
I can't stand weak men. Like, I don't like to talk to them. It's hard for me to talk to these losers. I've always been a winner at the winner's table.
You know, I believe it's a sin to impregnate a woman who can't raise a child, you know, or impregnate a woman who's not fit to be a mother. And I think we have a responsibility in what we see today in these weak ass little feminine boys.
I can't tell another man what to do, but I can't dress feminine. I can't wear nail polish. It's just something that I can't do. Why? Because if I'm walking down the street and somebody's having trouble with a flat tire, I want them to feel that they can come to me and ask me, hey man, could you help me out with this? Because those are the type of things that a man will help out with. So I need to look like a man so they can know where to come for help.
Yeah, it is such a thing as toxic masculinity in the minds of bitch ass motherfuckers.
Talk about masculinity, assertiveness, authenticity, transparency. How can a guy who's straight up and honest with what he does be toxic?
If the media can train you to think something bad about it, you hear the word and you want to instantly have a certain reaction. You stop thinking, you start feeling. And when people learn to think and feel and not think through their feelings, that's when they can evaluate a person holistically. And they can say, is this toxic masculinity, or did I just hear something I didn't like? And why did I not like it? And then only let me go within myself to see why.
I don't never look at no motherfucker and say, oh, that's a toxic masculine motherfucker. I never ever had, I didn't even know. That was an invented concept from a weak motherfucker that was like, I'm just tired of this motherfucker trying to tell me what to do and bully you over me with this bullshit.
What's going to make you successful is just understanding who you are and getting your mind right and being happy with who you are. That is the thing that's going to really make you successful. Because after you get all the toys, after you get all these things going on, you've had sex with all the women you want to have sex with, you traveled all the places, you're still going to be you, and you're going to always come back to you.
Why do I do this? Why are we even doing this documentary? I want guys to be in the best position possible. There's no way that I'm raising my voice or calling you a bitch ass nigga because I'm trying to hurt your feelings. I'm calling you a bitch ass nigga because you're doing bitch ass nigga shit. And if you continue doing bitch ass nigga shit, you're going to end up in bitch ass nigga situations. You get what I'm saying? So when I call you a bitch ass nigga, trust me, it's because I love you.
Game Kings 2, the definition of man, is out right now. Click the link below or go straight to masculineidentity.com to get your copy today. Still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I want to tell you about my documentary, Game Kings, the definition of game, starring myself, the Boss Mac Topsoil, Rosebud, Ron Wills, Miles Cunningham, and much more. In this documentary, you're going to learn about confidence, manhood, attracting women, and the definition of the game. To get this documentary, go to MrLocario.com.
Some people think you need a sports car to get what you want. Some people think you need $1 million. Some people think you need looks, status. The only thing you need is what they can't get unless they come straight to you. And that's your identity. Join the Masculine Identity membership today. MasculineIdentityMembership.com. Masculine Identity Soap. This luxurious, quality, high lather, high moisturizing, all natural bar soap has been handcrafted with care and consistency to provide a quality cleansing experience for self-care, focus, and productivity. Specially formulated for cold showers. Stay clean, gentlemen. Masculine Identity Soap.
Click the links below to get private one-on-one coaching sessions with Mr. Locario or Miles Cunningham to step up your game. These coaching sessions are designed to help you with your specific needs in the dating game. So make sure you click the links below right now so that you can step up your game today. Yo, we here. We are here. On today's show, it's gonna be so deep. The game is gonna be so heavy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the building. Appreciate everybody tuning in today. It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. We about to go in today. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Jay Bird got game. Joe Mayer was popping with you. C True Rude Boy, what's going on? Shout out to AT. Shout out to my dude, The Bomb, what's going on? Duke Alex in the building. Joe Blast in the motherfucking building. What's going on? 59 popping in the building. Mark Tavius in the building. Dr. Frizzle Frost in the building. What's going on? Aussie was popping with you. Who else we got up in here? Shout out to my dude Blastomatic in the building. What's going on? Demetrius was popping with you. So yeah, shout out to everybody. So real quick, before we begin, y'all already know what it is. Shout out to Kobe Lean in the building. Before we begin, make sure that you guys go to this website, CunninghamElements.com. CunninghamElements.com, so that you can get your masculine identity soap, parfum, shea butter. Get all that stuff right there. Go to CunninghamElements.com to get that shit cracking. Make sure you go there ASAP to make it happen. Also, make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com to get your online dating consultations. Get the massive game collection. Get Master the Vetting Process. Get How to Have Sex 2 Minutes a Day. And all the other programs, all the other books, audios, all the other stuff to step up your game. Also, make sure that you guys go to badboymembership.com. That's where you get 45 to 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Make sure you do that. And make sure you go to masculineidentitymembership.com to join the Masculine Identity membership so that you can get that going out here in these motherfucking streets. And also make sure that you guys go to this website right here. Make sure you make that happen. Make sure you make that happen so that you guys can check out the Bad Boy Show on patreon.com/Mr. Locario, patreon.com/Mr. Locario. And shout out to my lovely lady, April MC in the building. April MC is in the building. But yeah, make sure you guys go to patreon.com so you guys check out the Bad Boy Show. We do this every week. We do current events and we spit heavy game, heavy fire every week. So make sure you guys get up on that shit ASAP. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you do that. All right. So today, guys, this is gonna be This show right here is going to explain a lot of things that, you probably overlooked or just didn't know. But this is why you're here, because, we spit that real fire on this show. You know what I'm saying? We spit that real fire. But anyway, so I titled today's show, Looksmaxxer Exposed Women's Darkest Secret, without even realizing it. So I'm going to show you guys a clip from this dude, Clavicular, who is the Looksmaxxer final boss, right? And it's going to be a clip of him, he's like in a club hollering at this chick, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the clip, and it's kind of loud. So if you can't hear what he's saying, I'm going to talk and interpret what he's saying and what's going on, because this clip is going to reveal something that I've said a million fucking times, but a lot of guys don't get it, right? And what I want you to do when you're watching this clip, right? What I want you to understand is that the lesson that we're going to learn based on this clip is not about, him like trying to get with the girl or whatever it is like that. I want you to focus on what's the response that the woman's giving. And then we're going to talk about what her response actually means, not only in this particular situation, but in relation to you dealing with women in general and how women express themselves sexually in general. You understand what I'm saying? So we're going to get into that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up this clip. Let me get this clip real quick first. Let me pull up this clip. So the clip says clavicular gets rejected, right? So it might be a little bit hard to hear, so because it's the music is loud, but I'm going to be telling you what's actually happening in the clip, what he's saying, and all this other stuff. All right. So I might play it twice just so that you guys can you don't miss it. Okay. So right now, as this clip is, I have it paused, but right now he sees a girl and then he grabs her hand and he's going to go and talk to her and try to make something happen. So it's really loud. So I'm going to tell you what happened. So he walked up to her. He just said, how old are you? I think she said she's 23. And I think he told her that he was 20, by the way. I think he's 19, but he's trying to, I guess, up his age. But let's continue. I want you to see the important part. Let's go. Yeah, so right there, he told her that he's 20, even though I think he might be 19. But anyway.
I'm joking, you fucking idiot.
Is that a problem?
So then he asks her, is that a problem that he's 20? So she says, you tell me if that's a problem, right? So then he's continuing to talk to her.
I don't know, something at my place. I'm not going to complicate it.
So basically what he said was, she said, what you got in mind? And he was like, well, we can go back to my place. We don't need to complicate it. Right? Now, let's continue.
I already told you, I'm looking for the...
So he says, let's go back to my place. Let's not complicate it. Then she says, no. Right? And then he says something, I think, like, I'm looking for the hose or some shit like that. And she's like, no, not me. Right? Now, that right there is the part that I want you guys to pay attention to. You understand? Let me replay it again so that you guys can see. Hold on. So now we're starting at the beginning again. So she basically told him to go over there because she rejected him. But I want to play it one more time because I want y'all to see what's happening. All right, here we go. So now this is the funny part. The reason why I'm even showing you guys him specifically is because a lot of guys think that all they have to do is be good looking, right? And what I want you to notice, as you can see, when she's looking at him, she probably could be physically attracted to him. And she also could be sexually attracted to him. But I'm going to tell you guys why she said no. And this is going to reveal women's darkest secret. So he didn't even realize that this was happening. But I'm going to, show you, because dudes like me who have game understand exactly what's going on. But let me keep it going.
All
Now, what's funny is that I heard that he was 19, so maybe he's about to turn 20 soon. But if he isn't 20, it's funny that he's saying he's 20 because he wants to appear older to her because she says she's 23. So he probably doesn't want to say he's 19, which in itself is ridiculous because you're already starting off with a lie when you're dealing with the woman, which isn't good. But let's continue.
I'm joking, you fucking idiot.
Is that a problem?
And also, he asked her, "Is it a problem that if he's younger, right? You should never ask a woman her approval about anything." But let's continue. So he said we can do something later. Right now, what I will give him though is that at least he seems like he's trying to get to the point. You understand what I'm saying? He's still being a little hazy, but at least he's trying to get to the point. So I'll give him that. But let's continue.
I don't know, something at my place. I'm not gonna complicate it.
So at this point where he says, I don't know, maybe something that we go back to my place, I'm not gonna complicate it. At least he's trying to get her to come through to the crib, right? By being extremely direct about, he's not too direct about it, but at least he's getting to that point where he's being direct about getting out of here so we can probably do something sexual. Right now, I want you to keep that in mind. I want you to keep in mind, he is telling her that he wants to do something sexual with her right there in this club, in this particular situation. Right now, let's continue.
I already told you I'm looking for the.
So she says no to going back to this place. He said, I already told you I'm looking for, I think he said the hose. And then she's like, no, look at her face right there. Look at her face. And then now she's going to dismiss. All right. So now she tells him to go over there. Now, what I want you guys to understand and notice, I want you guys to pay attention to this, right? This is very important. So some people will say, oh, well, she rejected him because she wasn't into him. Now, that could be true. She could just not be into him, right? But I'm glad that it was him who's doing this. And I'm going to tell you why. Because a lot of guys think, well, man, if I just Looksmaxx and I get my shit popping and, and I look a certain way, then it'll be, like easier, right? Now, no matter how you look, you're going to get rejected. There's no guy who's going to get every chick who's going to want to fuck with him if he just approaches her and talks to her. But that is not the point. I want y'all to pay attention to what the point is. I'm going to tell you right now. Right? So now this is the darkest secret. The secret that women have, or they don't want you to know, is that women do not publicly want to express themselves sexually. I'm gonna say it again. Do not let this go past your head because this is a very important thing you guys have to understand. Women do not publicly want to express themselves sexually. Now, what does that even mean, Locario? I'm glad you asked. What that means is that whenever there's any type of audience around, whether the girl's on camera, whether you are in a group setting, like let's say you're at a bar with a group of people and it's you and 5 guys and 7 girls and y'all are in a group and y'all are talking and hanging out, or you're at school with a group of people, whenever there's any other public people around, right? Besides just you and the girl, women do not want to express themselves sexually in public. Now, there's a reason why. Now, there's an exception to this rule, and I'm going to get to that in a second. Right? So, exactly. Y'all already see where I'm going with it. So, you said the camera's on, so she's putting the mask on. Exactly. Right. Now. No, Paul, this is what I'm trying to tell you. See, Paul, I'm glad you're here because I'm doing this show exactly for guys like you because you don't understand this. So, women, when you proposition them for sex or give them the opportunity to get on a dick, a woman, even if she wants to get the dick, she's going to decline you publicly. So this doesn't even need to be on camera. This can be like, let's say if I had a house party and I invited all of y'all to my house party. And so it's a bunch of us and a bunch of women at the house party. We all chilling. There's no cameras. But let's say you get into a conversation and let's say it's you, me, and 2 other guys. And then there's like 5 girls. We're all in a conversation. And then you walk up to one of the girls in the conversation, just like how Clavicular did to this girl. And he's like, yeah, let's go back to my place and blah, blah, blah. And all of us seen and heard you say to the girl, let's go back to my place and fucking whatever. Even if she wanted to fuck, she's going to say no. Why, Locario? So what I'm saying is that the reason why she's going to say no is because a woman can never be seen being sexually easy in public. I'm going to tell you why. And so you're saying if the camera was off, she would have said, yeah, possibly. But the fact that the camera's there and everyone's there looking or whatever, that could prompt her to say no, right? So what I'm saying is this. The reason why the woman, even if she wants to do it, is going to say no when it's a public setting and other people are around and other people are looking and other people are watching is because what happens is that now it will be more difficult for her to use other guys non-sexually. Follow what I'm saying here. A woman can't publicly show that she is interested in you sexually that quick on your request, because if that's the case, then what happens is that now she's outed, meaning that let's say in this particular situation, this exact woman, Clavicular says, hey, listen, I'm out here looking for these chicks. You feel what I'm saying? So come back to my place. And let's say she says yes, right? Now, let's say I run into this same exact woman tomorrow. I'm like, oh, that's that chick from the Clavicular video. Yo, she get down super quick, right? So now I approach her and now I'm trying to fuck. And then the next guy who saw her is approaching her and he's trying to fuck. And the next guy, and then this is what's going to happen. She can't say to none of us, well, I don't go to guys' houses when I first meet them. Oh, really? But in that video with Clavicular, you went with him. So what you mean you don't go home easily with guys? What are you talking about? I saw you. You did it. You understand what I'm saying? So now what happens is that it gives other guys the idea that they could do it. Or if she was trying to use another guy for something non-sexually, it'll be harder for her to do it. Why? Because now I've seen publicly that she is going to get down with the guy sexually like that. You understand what I'm saying? So this is why I keep trying to tell you guys that what women will do is that when they talk to some guys, right, and they're sexually attracted to that guy, she will, if she's sexually attracted to him, go home with that guy, hook up with him the same night, so forth and so on. But if there is an audience, if there is a chance that other people will know, if all these other things, what happens is that now she can't use the excuse of, oh, I'm not that type of girl. Because remember, every guy that approaches her, she's not going to really be that sexually attracted to, but she can use him for attention. She can use him for money. She can use him for dates, but she can't use the guy for dates, money, and all this other stuff if he knows that there were other guys that were able to hook up with her without doing that. So the point is that they have to make sure that that is not publicly known or seen. You understand? You said, I get the point that women don't want to be showing how easy they are. I'm saying there are women who don't care about that. No. And Paul, I'm going to show you another clip in a second, just so that you understand. See, Paul doesn't understand. What you got to understand is that women, what happens is that they have to have a situation where they can control the perception of themselves to particular men. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that if that particular woman was thinking about using you, she could only do that if your perception is she's not like the other girls. So if you know she's like the other girls, right? Then she can't manipulate you. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. This is why, for example, right, when myself and Miles was in Miami, we did the Miami video, and we were telling you guys, hey, we're just going to have regular conversations with these women. And me and him were not getting women's numbers or really sexually flirting with them. Don't you realize now, for all of the idiots that didn't understand it, this is the reason why when we did the Miami video, we were just talking regular. Because we already know that publicly, women are not going to respond positively on a sexual tip publicly. You understand what I'm saying? And so what's good about this clavicular situation is that most guys will look at him and be like, oh, he looks like the guy that all these guys say that women want, right? So if he's getting rejected in this situation, what it shows you is that in these situations, let's just say for hypothetically speaking, let's say she actually was attracted to him and she actually wanted to hook up with him, but she still had to say no. You understand? Because she was on display. Now, let's say she was attracted to him and he took her to the side, there was no cameras and he hollered at her, right? Then maybe she would say yes if she was attracted to him. But if she was attracted to him and there's public situation, she's going to say no. Because now by her saying no that is in the best interest of her to say no, even if she wanted to say yes. You know why? Because now if I meet her, right? And I'm like, oh, I just want to smash. She could tell me, but Locario, I'm not that type of girl. I don't have sex with guys the first time I meet them. And then this video would be proof of that, right? So now she can go with that narrative. But if she said yes to him in public where we all could see, then what it does is that it destroys the narrative that she can use that she's not like that. You understand what I'm saying? And so the reason why I tell you guys that is this, is because what you guys have to understand is that when you are in a situation where you are trying to holler at women, right? And I tell you guys, for example, on the Bad Boy membership, I tell you guys when you're approaching groups of women, right? One of the main things you got to do is what? You have to take the woman away from her group of friends or group of people and have a private conversation with her. You understand what I'm saying? It's important to have a private conversation with her. Because if you don't have a private conversation with her, even if she's attracted to you, what will happen is sometimes she might reject you because while she's in front of her friends or in front of her people, she doesn't want to be seen a certain way. But then on top of that, the reason why she doesn't want to be seen a certain way is because of, just how people will see her in society. But also there may be another guy in this situation that she's trying to either get with, manipulate, or whatever, that she can't do that if you are publicly interacting with her in a way that's basically giving her away. You understand what I'm saying? You said you thought I was going to criticize how he went to approach her. No, that's not that. See, that's not even the point of the video. That's what I'm trying to tell you. The point is not about how he approached her. The point is he basically said to her, let's go back to my place. And she said no. And what I'm saying is that the reason why she said no in most cases is because it was displayed in public. This is why I keep trying to tell you guys about, pickup artist videos and, oh, well, you guys should film it. It's not going to make any sense because if it's public, they're not going to actually fucking do the thing. You understand what I'm saying? And so the reason why, because they have to make sure their reputation is a certain way so that they can also use that to continue to get suckers to use. Because this is the thing. If it is shown, and if you know, like any other situation, if you meet a woman and you want to hook up with her tonight, and she tells you, well, I don't do that. And then let's say for sake of argument, you met 2 dudes who fucked her last week, first time they met. You're going to look at her like she's full of shit. And you are purposely not going to court her, take your time, spend time on the phone to get to know her, because you're like, well, wait a second. Why would I do that when the other guys didn't do it, right? And see, this is why it's important for her to keep it on the low, because if the other guys got it, you understand what I'm saying? Then you're not going to be a dumbass and be manipulated. See, the reason why you can be manipulated is because you don't know that women are doing that on the flip side. Now, we tell you this, but y'all don't get it. So what happens is women do things behind the scenes that you don't see because they don't put it on camera. You're not actually in the situations to see it firsthand. So then they can come to you and say, I'm not like that. But see, if it's on camera like this particular situation, then it'll show that she is like that if she would have made it happen. You understand what I'm saying? Now, this is the thing that I want you guys to understand also, because I'm going to show you another clip of Duke Dennis, right? And some of y'all probably seen this clip before. But what you got to understand is that when you are the one, and I always tell you guys this, you never know if a woman is actually interested in you until she's following you. So essentially what I'm saying is, if a woman is, just randomly comes up to you, gives you that choosing signal, is aggressive towards you, that's not about you. That's her doing her thing on her own time, on her agenda. What I'm saying is that if you interact with a woman, you tell her, let's do this, and then she does it, that's a sign that she's interested, because she's following what you're saying. She's following your agenda, meaning that her agenda now becomes your agenda because she's like, I want to follow this guy. So what I'm saying is that the only other exception to this rule is when a woman on her own is coming up to a guy and being sexual. And usually this type of stuff happens a lot of times in, like groupie type of settings, meaning like, let's say if you see, let's say you were just like, I don't know, walking down the street, you went into a Starbucks, and for whatever reason, Chris Brown was in there. And then some girl saw Chris Brown and was like, oh my God, Chris Brown. They start going crazy, right? And a girl will be like, she'll run up to Chris Brown. Oh my God, Chris Brown, I want you. You could do whatever you want with me. I love you, blah, 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 blah. And you're filming this shit. She'll still keep saying that shit. Why? Because it's Chris Brown. And so what happens is that in that particular situation, she doesn't care about being seen that way, because in that context, it's Chris Brown. That's one. And two, what happens is that that's her coming up to the situation on her own particular accord, which means that in those particular situations, her agenda could be to be Chris Brown's next girlfriend, or be the next girl that hooks up with Chris Brown so that she can get some money out of whatever the fuck it is, right? So that's coming from her agenda. You understand what I'm saying? Now, let me show you this video real quick so I can show you guys what I'm talking about. Let me take off this this other video and then bring up this other one real quick. So I want you to see this video. And this one right here is a clip of Duke Dennis when he was in the street, and then this chick was rolling up on him talking about she want to, give him a head and all that other stuff. So let's play this real quick. It's like 20 seconds or something. I can play it twice.
Yeah. I can't say that. Yes, you do. Can I give it to you? I'm the best. You give good head. I give great head. I give phenomenal head. I don't doubt that. So you can find out though. Huh? I say you can find out though. I can find out. No hands, I don't care. You want some hands? No hands. Yeah. Okay.
So notice, who's being the aggressor? Him or her? Right? It's her. So Duke Dennis didn't come up to the girl and say, hey, give me head. No, she came up to him and said, I will give you head. You see the difference? See, when Clavicular was talking to the girl, he propositioned her. The woman had to respond to him. In this particular situation, Duke Dennis didn't ask this woman shit. She came up to him talking about, I'll give you head. Does that make sense? This is what I'm talking about, where the difference is. So she's publicly being filmed, but notice the context of what's going on. Right? So then what's going to happen is that with this particular woman, if you met this woman, right? This right here is not necessarily gonna fuck up her reputation. Why? Because if she meets a regular guy, guess what's gonna happen? He's gonna be like, well, I'm not Duke Dennis, so I don't expect that treatment. So she'll be like, all right, he'll be like, fuck it, I'll still fuck with you, take you out, hang out with you, and all this other stuff. You understand? So what I'm saying is that if a chick is doing it on her own accord and her own agenda in specific situations like this, that's a different story. But if you're in a regular situation and a woman is on public display, whether that's on camera, whether that's other people are just in the vicinity, whether she's around coworkers, friends, or whatever, and you are being sexual towards her, even if she is sexually interested, in a lot of cases, she's going to decline. You understand? And the reason why she's going to decline is because she has to keep the image up. But women don't want you to know that this is how they'll operate, because if you knew this, then you would never be taking chicks out on fucking 5, 6, 7 dates, right? You wouldn't be fucking whining and dining a chick hoping you get sex, right? Because if you knew that the girl you was whining and dining fucked 3, 4 of the guys like in the past 2, 3 months without them taking her nowhere, you'd be like, wait a second, why am I the one doing this? Why am I the one, going all out and making that type of shit happen? Why am I doing this? Right? So women want to keep that under wraps. So a lot of times what happens is that if you don't understand this, right, then you're going to see the video of clavicular, right? And you're going to be like, oh, you see his videos like, I got to Looksmaxxer so girls will want me. I got to Looksmaxxer so girls will want me. Right? And then he didn't realize that he was in a situation where she was going to say no regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because of the context of the situation. You see what I'm saying? Because this is the thing. Because I understand the game, this is why I can even say this. Because check this out. I could have been on some shit like, let's say I didn't understand the game. You know what I would have came on here and said? I'd have said, hey guys, look, Looksmaxxing doesn't matter because see, clavicular got rejected, even though he Looksmaxx. But that's not the point of the video. See, when I first saw the video, I said, she's rejecting him because he's basically being sexual in public where other people could see her and him being sexual. That's literally all it is. Because I'm like, look, she could have probably wanted this nigga. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you think about it, let me show something again. I just want you to see something. Check this out. Okay. So I want you to at first look at how she's looking at him at first. Just look. Look at her face at first. Notice at first, smiles. She's doing the thing with the hair, right? So she could have been attracted to him. Right? She could be like, oh, this guy is cute. Look at how much he looks, Max. He's so cute. Look at him. He looks Max, right? She could be thinking all that bullshit. So now, look at her face. You understand what I'm saying? She cheesing and shit, right? So, exactly, you said this is why you say there's certain things you don't know that you don't even know. Exactly. Look at her cheesing. So now let's continue. I just want you to see her facial expressions.
All that
And look, notice, as soon as he said he was 20, her face changed. Now she's looking at this nigga like he a little too young. She probably thought he was older because, he taking all those things that make him look older. So she probably thought he was like 25, 26 maybe, right? But look at how her face switched up. Right? Now, let's continue.
I'm joking, you fucking idiot.
Is that a problem?
So now look at her facial expression went from, oh, I'm kind of attracted to this guy, maybe to I don't know. And then now at this point, he's going to be telling her about, let's go back to my place type shit.
I don't know, something at my place. I'm not going to complicate it.
And also, too, the thing that I would say, the critique I would have for him is he should be a little bit more sure about what he says, because he's kind of he's kind of like talking around it. You understand what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I don't know, maybe we could go back to my place. You understand what I'm saying? He's like, oh, is that going to be a problem that I'm 20? And I don't know, maybe we could go back to my place. You understand what I'm saying? So I would say that for him, he could be a little bit more like, assertive, and less, trying to seek her approval type thing. But again, none of this really matters, because at this point, right, he's going to be being sexual. Now, that's the funny part. If he would have said to her, hey, let's get together and like talk and go out on a date or some shit, she probably most likely would have said yeah, versus him talking sexual. But remember, the part of her saying no because he's talking sexual is because the camera's there. It's public.
I already told you I'm looking for the...
See, and look at her face right there. Because what it sounds like he's saying is, I'm out here looking for the hose. So if he's saying that, I'm looking for the hose, why would she want to be publicly seen as a hoe? She's not. You see what I'm saying? Again, this is why I told you guys when we did that Miami video, in the beginning of the video, we told you guys, or the day before the video, we told you guys we were just going to talk to women because we knew this type of shit happens. And then this is why in the video, if you watch the video, we were telling you guys when we were live, give us some things to say, because we were teaching you guys that you can just say anything to women in public. That was the point of the video. But the thing is that when I actually talk to women for real, 90% of my conversation is way more sexual. So I'm not going to get on camera and be saying some sexual shit to the woman in her ear while she knows she's on camera, because I already know she's going to be like, no, I can't do it. No. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. So I want you to look at her. Now, see, look at her face from this point versus her face at the beginning, right? You see how quick her facial expression and her interest dissipated? So this is what I'm saying. This is what I believe. I believe that she probably was attracted to him at first. Once she realized that he was younger, and then also he was being very kind of like forward sexually with the camera on, she was like, nah, you got to go over there. You can't be calling me a hoe on camera. I can't agree to this. And then now she told him, you go over there. And that was it. You see what I mean? So I'm telling you, guys, understand that women are going to be a different way when they are on display. When a woman's on display, you can't get the truth out of the situation. That's why you always got to pull a chick to the side to talk to her. Make sure there's nobody else in the vicinity that can hear you and her getting together or trying to make something happen. You understand? So that's the thing. You guys got, that's what I'm saying. It's very important to understand this, because if you don't understand this, you're going to be confused, and then you're going to be making moves or the same mistakes and be like, damn, I thought this chick was interested in me, and she could well be, but you are trying to holler at her with a fucking audience. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. But guys, you can call in. Calling number is 844-672-7300. 844-672-7300 is the number. So you guys can call up. If you have a question, put a Q in the chat. Let me see what these questions are saying. You said, what do you think about having the ability to fight as a man? Do you think it's necessary? And do you think if your girl sees you get beat up by another guy, will she respect? Will she lose respect for you? Well, this is the thing. It's not that you need to necessarily have the ability to fight good, because most dudes can't fight, right? But it's about your ability to stand up for yourself. So that's the important thing. You see what I'm saying? So it's not like you got to be out here on some Bruce Lee shit. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you don't allow people to fucking, take advantage of you, then you're good. You understand what I'm saying? So this says, I'm confused. You speak on high sexual interest and them fucking in the bathrooms, but then you talk about how they're afraid to show it to save face. Which one are they when you speak? Oh, God. You guys have to listen, because this is gonna confuse you and you're not gonna understand. A woman, when she has high sexual interest in you, she's going to want to fuck with you, right? Remember, it's all about fear or desire. So a woman could desire to fuck you and have high interest in fucking you, but her fear of looking like a hoe to an audience is going to stop her from fucking you. Is this really hard to understand? So meaning in this context, when she's being put on display, her fear of looking like a hoe, because that's going to ruin her chances of being able to get other guys to court her, right? So she's going to decline the sex even if she wanted it. She's going to decline the interaction even if she wanted it. You understand what I'm saying? This is what you guys have to understand. Y'all don't realize that a woman's strategy, right, is she wants to find a guy that she is sexually attracted to, who she also likes non-sexually, who's going to be consistent with her. That's like the ultimate for a woman. If she finds a guy that she's sexually attracted to, she's like, this guy's sexy. The sex is good. He fucks the shit out of me. I get all these orgasms. Everything is amazing with this guy sexually. And that same dude wants to be in a relationship. That's the perfect motherfucker for a woman. The problem is women usually can get one or the other. They can get a guy who they're sexually attracted to, who they'll fuck, but the guy will never be in a relationship with her because, he's out here fucking other women. He ain't trying to settle down. Or she'll get the guy who will settle down for her, right? Who will be there for her, but she's not that sexually attracted to. Now, that second guy that she is, basically trying to be in that relationship with, but she's not sexually attracted to, that guy has to believe she's a good girl. You understand what I'm saying? Now, is that guy going to believe she's the good girl if he knows for a fact that she's out here fucking other dudes on the first try? So he's going to be like, wait a second, how come I'm not getting sex on the first try? Why do I have to be the one to, you understand what I'm saying, take her out and do all this extra shit, right? So then what's going to happen is that's going to fuck up her strategy for being able to get the guy who's going to be in that long-term relationship with that she's settling for. Does that make sense? You see what I'm saying? Like, you guys got to understand this shit, because if the second guy that she's not that sexually attracted to, but who would wife her up, who would court her, who would fucking, love her dirty drawers, that guy's not going to take her seriously if he knows he's the guy who's in second, third, or last place. You understand? He has to believe the illusion that she's not the type of girl who will fuck a guy on the first date. Because if she is the type of girl who will fuck a guy on the first date, he's going to be like, well, why the fuck am I taking her on multiple dates? You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm telling you guys. So you got to understand that shit. He said if the video had the girl say yes, and you see them walking out the club, did he end up smashing? How do you know? What I'm telling you is the video's not going to have her say yes. If she does say yes, I can 100% guarantee you the video's fake. You understand what I'm saying? So if you see a video where a guy is approaching a girl and she sees the camera there, he's like, hey, I want to fuck you tonight. And she's like, yes. No, that's not. That's what I'm saying. You guys have to actually go out here in real life. You understand? See, y'all, the internet has fooled y'all about real life. You understand? These pickup artists have fooled y'all about real life. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why I ask crazy shit like this. You understand? You said, do you have to be in a private conversation with a woman if you are just asking for a date? Now, a date is different. So now, if let's say if you're, and sometimes, it's better to be in a private situation too, but a date is more lenient, meaning more likely in those situations, the chick would say yes to a date in front of other people. You understand what I'm saying? But if it's sex, she's not doing that. You understand what I'm saying? She's not doing that. So you guys got to understand that, because remember, let's say for example, right? You go and you meet a girl at a bar, right? You with your friends and you meet a woman and she's with, let's say, 3 other women and a guy. Right? So let's say you and your friend get into conversation with that woman and those 3 other women and that guy. And let's say you roll up to her and y'all talking and you say, hey, listen, how about you come back to my place tonight? We could get down and, I could take that dress off you and, and do some things to that body. Right. And then all of them heard. That woman's going to be like, fuck no. And in some cases, she'll act like she's offended. Why would you say that to me? Blah, 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 blah. You understand what I'm saying? And then you walk away and she's talking to the people there and she's like, the nerve of that guy. And they're like, oh yeah, he's so disgusting and blah, 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 blah. Right? Because you didn't know that one of the ladies that she was with is her boss. You understand what I'm saying? You didn't know that the guy that was there with her was the guy that she got in the friend zone, but he's, paying for this and paying for that and doing a bunch of shit for her because she told him that she's not that type of girl. Do you understand what I'm saying? You don't know this. You said, I'm not speaking to the extreme of them shouting. I'm saying the guy flirting, kissing the woman on the dance floor and walking her to the restroom. If they care about her image, why is she doing it? Where are they doing it at? Ice? Where's that at? Show me the clip where the woman knows she's being recorded. Show me the clip. You understand what I'm saying? Show me the clip and then we'll talk about it. I don't see the clip. Which clip are you talking about? You said women have to keep beta males in the dark in order to manipulate and use them. Otherwise, they're going to be one of these red pill crybabies saying, why buy the cow when everyone else got them? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Exactly. You understand? This is what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. You said, I thought they care about masking their ways. Women choose when they want to play the angel card and when they want to play the demon card. Well, that's what I'm saying, bro. This is exactly what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that in public, she's going to play the angel card. That's what I'm telling you. So all you guys, because even you, Ice Wave, you're talking about, but some guys want to see proof. You can't show proof on camera. You understand what I'm saying? You can't, because the camera's there, the woman's going to alter how she responds. It's that simple. This is what I keep trying to tell you guys. You understand what I'm saying? But let me see what else. Where was we at? Where was we at with this? So he said, so if her game is to act like a prude to the public and play suckers with dinner dates and dreams when she sees the guy that turns her on, you think she completely dropped her guard and fuck now. Yes, she do that if it's not public. See, the reason why that she can get suckers for dinner dates is because they believe she's not like that. But if they see that she is like that, then they're going to know they're being manipulated. That's how they play the game. That's how they run game on you guys. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. That's exactly how they run game on you. Because you believe she's not like that. You believe you have to get to know her more. See, when you realize that every woman, every last woman you meet is going to fuck a guy quickly when she's sexually attracted to him highly, once you understand that, then you won't be a moron and say, oh, well, this girl I met, she's different. She's not like those thoughts. She just wants to get to know me. No, nigga, she's running game on you. You understand what I'm saying? She's running game on you. So how long do you recommend talking to a woman when approaching to avoid giving her too much attention, especially if she doesn't like you? Well, the thing is that when you're talking to a chick, you don't got to be talking to them for a long time. You could talk to them for like a minute. You understand what I'm saying? And just let her know what you want to make happen. And then keep it pushing. Just like in a video. When he was talking to the girl, that was like what? A minute and a half to find out shit wasn't going nowhere? You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to Mike Cheney donated so Ice Wave can call in. So Ice Wave, call in, bro. Call in. But I don't think Ice Wave is going to call in, though. I do not think Ice Wave is going to call in. You understand what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't think Ice Wave is going to call in, but we do have a free call then. You understand? So if Ice Wave is not going to call in, you know, you guys can call in with the free call. And the phone lines is up. So guys, you want to call in 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300. So we're not going to be here too long. So if you want to call up, now is the time. Make sure you hit that donation button. Remember, next year, the donations are going up. You feel what I'm saying? So just, you know, letting y'all know, next year the donations are going up. You feel what I'm saying? So make sure that you guys understand that, so you won't be surprised. It's going to be $10 instead of $5. You feel what I'm saying? So let me see what it says. When you're being direct, how do you differentiate between women who are interested but masking it and those who are not interested at all? Well, that's the thing. Women don't mask anything if they're interested. If you think they're masking it, they're not interested. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's no women who are interested but masking it. A woman who's interested can't mask it. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to happen. Like, see, you got to understand, guys, you got to understand something about attraction, right? Or think about it like this. Let's do it simple. Let's do a simple thing, right? Have you ever been somewhere, anywhere? It could be, you know, a movie theater. It could be, you know, a bar, a mall. It could be in a parking lot. It could be wherever. And you might see a woman who you think physically is like gorgeous. You're like, this chick is fucking beautiful. Oh my God, she's bad, right? That's what you say in your mind. You see her like, damn, she's, and especially, let's say she is like your specific physical type to the 100th degree, just so fucking hot, right? Try not to look at her. See how that works for you. Try to mask that you are not physically attracted to this woman. Try to just not look. You can't. You're just like, I can't stop. I can't even. Sometimes you guys will be in a situation. You might be at a coffee shop. You might be somewhere and you just notice yourself just looking at her. Because some of y'all won't approach because you're scared, but you'll look at her and you just can't stop looking at her. That's attraction. You understand what I'm saying? You can't mask that. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same thing for a woman. When a woman is attracted to you, she can't mask it. She can't play games. This is why if a woman can say, hey, let's wait. Let's get to know each other. As soon as she says that, you know she ain't really attracted to you, because a woman who's attracted to you can't wait. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all. Yeah, Ice Wave, call up. It's a free call. The number's scrolling at the bottom. She can't wait. We got 2 free calls now. 2 free calls. That's how attraction works. So a good rule of thumb is, if you're confused whether or not a chick is attracted to you, she's not attracted to you. It's that simple. 832, what's popping? Who's this?
It's Ice Wave. What's going on, man?
Ice? This ain't Ice Wave. What's going on?
No, it is.
This is Jay.
No, this Ice Wave.
So Jay is Ice Wave?
I mean, Jay is my name, but Ice Wave is my little YouTube.
Okay, so that's you. So that was you the whole time?
Yeah, I was just saying shit, but I caught on late. I guess you guys were talking about with the camera being on, that's when it's a situation where it most likely won't happen. So
yeah, but also it's not just the camera, it's public, any public situation. You understand what I'm saying? So if me and you was hanging out at an event, and then me and you, right, we're talking to 2 girls, and I said to one of the girls, hey, you should come back to my place, and smash or whatever, right? Because you're there, and also because maybe her friend, she's gonna say no even if she wants to say yes, because there's people there in the situation. So based on how, let's say her friend might view her, right? Or based on how you might view her, that will make her say no. You understand what I'm saying? Or let's say, for example, she was actually interested in you, but she was interested in you because she saw you as the type of guy that she would most likely want to, like, take her out, court her, date her or whatever. She's not going to display that type of energy, because let's say for the sake of argument, if she said to me, if I say, yo, let's go back to my crib and fuck, and she's like, okay, yeah, let's do that. And then I smash, right? You'll probably say to me, bruh, that chick that you smashed the other day, like, yo, what's her Instagram? You know what I'm saying? And you might holler at her to smash. You understand what I'm saying? And so because she's displayed that, she will just smash like that in front of the audience, which is you and the other girl, right? So now what will happen is that her saying, nah, I'm not like that, whatever. If you were to holler at her, now she could say, oh, well, yeah, we should go on a date and get to know each other. But she can't say that if I just fucked her after you saw me tell her let's fuck. You understand? Because you're going to be looking at her like, wait a second, but Locario didn't take you out. Why the fuck you want me to take you out? You understand what I'm saying? That's how it works.
Yeah, no, I hear that. And you speaking like that's how most women are? Or you just talking about
that's how all of them are. That's how all of them are. All of them. There's not one woman who's not like that. All of them. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Because what you have to understand is that women, see, that's how women, basically survive and move and shake out here. You understand what I'm saying? Women's whole thing is perception. This is why when they're talking to a guy, right? They'll try to see, is he going to respond to me putting out this image? So if you say to a girl, oh yeah, let's go like hook up or have some fun or whatever, right? And if she's not highly sexually attracted to you, but she is attracted to you to the point where she's like, I don't want to fuck him now, but I would like for him to take me out. Then she's going to hit you with the, let's get to know each other. I'm not like that. I'm a sapiosexual. I have to feel a connection before all of that fuck shit. That's what she's going to say to you because you're not the guy. You understand what I'm saying? Exactly. Abel said it too. She said, unless you're a celebrity and she wants people to know she got with you, then that's a different story. But if you're just the regular dude, you're not a celebrity, right? What's going to happen is that she's going to put that energy out there that she's not like that so that she can get what she wants out of you, which is something that is non-sexual.
Oh no, I get that. I truly get that. There are, you know, some women do play their cards a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just when you say that all women are like that, then I got to ask you, how do you explain when I was out at a bar one time, my homies had a section, pretty much my homies with a girl, she was in his lap, and I came back to the section, and all I did to the girl was I tried to like her, like she was in his lap, and her dress was kind of sliding way up to damn near like her waistline, her ass was kind of showing. I said, hey, I kind of pulled it down. And so she said something to me, and I said, I was busy doing what I'm doing. Like, why you worried about me? And she like, well, I'm just saying. She was saying some weird shit, and I said, man, whatever. You know, just whatever. And then somehow I said something like, well, I was on the dance floor trying to find girls suck my dick, and she was like, well, they can't do it better than me. And I'm like, and this is from everybody in the section, but I don't know who was listening because I wasn't looking around. But make a long story short, I said, well, let's go find out then. And she got off my boy lap and she walked to me. I thought she was bullshitting until we got to the restroom. So my thing is, I know all women don't move with that weird, just like sporadic and spontaneous energy, but I'm asking you, like, do you feel like there are women out there that don't give a fuck about their image? Or are they just some hoes? Or would you call them just some sluts that don't give a fuck? How would you call it?
No, the thing is this, is that within that situation, right, she already was flirting with your boy on his lap, correct?
I guess you could say. I guess you could say that. Yeah, I guess you could say that.
And what was she sober?
Yeah, I would say. Listen, I walked away from the section, and then I came back to the section, and he was just sitting down, and she was in his lap, and they wasn't kissing, but you could tell, like, damn, we just came to this club. I know he didn't meet her. Like, I know he didn't meet her there. I could tell she was a new girl, never seen her before. And I'm like, damn, okay, look at my boy. But her dress was sliding up, and that's why I said what I said. This is what I'm saying. But
this is what I'm saying. In the context of what you are saying, she already was interacting with your boy sexually.
Yeah, in a club,
right?
In front of everybody.
That's what I'm saying. So that already happened. That's what I'm saying. What I'm saying. So you're misinterpreting what I'm saying. You're thinking I'm saying that a woman is not going to be sexual with a man in public. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you're in a situation, right, where a woman is being propositioned for the sex, and people can see and hear that that's going on, and then she does the thing in that particular situation after being propositioned in front of everybody, then she's going to most likely say no, because at that point she's on display. You understand?
Oh,
now, if she's just in the corner with your boy and they're flirting and then they end up getting a little sexual, that's different. That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that if she's on display means that everybody's attention is on her and the other guy that's doing whatever they're talking about doing. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, right. You see what I mean? So what I'm saying is that like, I'll give you a perfect example, right? So I was at this spot one time and I was talking to some chick. You understand what I'm saying? And then I was like flirting with her a little bit or whatever. But then what happened was that I think I said something or I did something, I said something and then I touched her or whatever in a certain way or whatever it is like that. And now she was flirting back. Like I saw that she was attracted to me, whatever. But what was funny was she wanted to leave with me. But I said to her, I said, listen, let me get your information. But I gotta go because I actually got something to do after this, but we could probably kick it another day, whatever. So I gave her my information. So as I was walking out, she was walking out with me. And I said, oh, you leaving? She was like, yeah. And I said, why are you leaving? And she was like, oh, well, I can't really do anything else in here. You understand what I'm saying? And what she meant was because the guys saw her being all up on me, she's like, now I can't use any other guys here that I'm not sexually attracted to because they all saw me all up on you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get you guys to understand. So what I'm saying is that because she came to the spot by herself, like on some after work type shit or whatever. Me and her start flirting. We're going back and forth a little bit. I'm all up on her. She's all up on me. She thought I was going, leave with her or she was going to leave with me. I told her, look, I got to go. Let's exchange information. And then as I'm walking out, and she told me, and she was like, well, I got to go too, because all of these, and this is what she said. She said, all these fools saw me already up on you. You understand what I'm saying? So she knows that there's another guy in there or guys that saw us do what we do. So now if another guy approaches her, she can't manipulate him because she already saw him all up on me. So the next guy's gonna be like, wait a second, why would I buy you a drink when I saw this other nigga all up on you? Why would I just sit here and talk to you and get to know you and court you and I saw how you was up all on this other guy? Does that make sense?
That makes sense. I got a question for that. Like, were y'all kissing and shit, or just close and touching
we
each
didn't.
other?
No, we didn't kiss, but we were like you. If you saw us, we were like obviously all up on each other. Basically, I had my arm around, all that type of shit. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, but the thing was that we was literally sort of in the middle of the floor, and there was a lot of people kind of just sitting, chilling, and we were in the center. So everybody saw us. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
so now,
I get you.
Right. So now that if you walked in, you would have thought that was my girl. The way that we were all up on each other. This is what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is that she knew that if she stayed when I left, all the guys that saw that would have tried to holler, they would have picked up right where I left off. You understand? Because they would have thought this is what it is. You see what I'm saying? And so in order for women to circumvent that, they can't let other guys see them publicly being that way, because then they can't manipulate the guys into thinking they're not like that. See, when you have game, notice how you ask me, well, are all women like this? See, the reason why you ask that is because the tighter your game is, then you realize they're all like this. Now, the fact that you even asked means that you doubt that all women aren't like that. And the doubt is where the woman can come in and make you believe she's not like that. Get it? You see how that works?
I was being facetious when I said
Come
it on
on,
the chat.
stop playing.
No, I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. Like, there are some women out there that do play their cards a certain way, and there are some women who just down the fuck. Like, I don't give a fuck who's near me, hear me. I'll stick a dick in the back of the car. Your friend driving, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck. But now, because I've been in a situation, Locario, where I saw a girl dance with a dude, and that didn't turn me off. I'm like, well, shit, when they done and I see her again and she shaking her ass, I'm gonna go holler at her and get my dick rolled up too. And I did what I did, and sometimes I got the number, sometimes I didn't. Sometimes I left with them, sometimes I didn't.
Right, but this is what I'm saying, though. This is what I'm saying. Do men generally like women with high body counts or low body counts?
Man, I don't want to get into
I'm just saying that's my point. That's my point. My point is that the fact that the body count is even an argument in the first place shows exactly what I'm talking about. So since guys have an issue with high body counts, the woman has to pretend she doesn't have a high body count or is not fucking. If she has to pretend, what is she doing in public? In public, she has to be the woman who doesn't have the high body count, which means she can't act as if she is sexual like she actually is. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying, where when you have this understanding and knowledge, then what you're going to do is that you're not going to try to be overtly sexual or whatever in the public sphere while other people are around. If you're trying to make some time, what you would do is you pull the girl to the side, take her out to the front, have a conversation with her, let her know you want to do while nobody's around, and then you do it. You see what I'm saying?
That make a whole lot of sense. I mean, I think it's best to do that if you're trying to make some stuff happen. Doing it in front of people or even doing it on camera, that's a tough situation that I don't even think people should really be trying to do. I mean, but if you want to just be bold, go for it. But yeah, I do feel like girls do want to keep some things to themselves because, like you said, they got a reputation of doing what they want to do, or they just want to, keep the game open to other guys that she can use. And sometimes even guys don't even want to be seen like that. You may be like, hey man, you coming out too strong. Like, relax, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Because she may not be the only girl you want to talk to in the spot, but the fact that she all up on me, coming at me a certain way, that's fucking up my business. Now it could help my business, but it could fuck up my business too. But I'm going to get off the chat. I know you got to do your thing, man.
All right, brother. Appreciate the call, fam. All right. So, guys, call up. Calling number is 844-672-7300, 844-672-7300 is the number. So make sure you guys call up and get that cracking. Let me see if you have any more questions real quick. And, guys, make sure you tune in tomorrow for the Real Game No Theory show. It's going to be fire. You feel me? It says, how do you pull in a bar says club while she's with her friends without a wingman and you're just by yourself? Do I smash in the bathroom? Well, listen, I would suggest you go to Bad Boy Membership and check out the program, The Art of Approaching Groups of Women. So we got 491. 491 was popping. Who it is?
What's up, Mr. Locario? It's Ahmad from Germany.
What's going on?
Is there a free call available?
Yeah, there's one free call left. What's going on?
Yeah, so you talked to the previously about you can't be hesitant when you approach. It's either you approach or you don't approach, and the longer it takes you, the weirder it's gonna get for you and for the woman.
Hold on. Are you on speakerphone or something?
No, I'm not, but I'm actually using a separate app. There might be a delay.
But you're speaking directly into the phone though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I just want to make sure because I didn't want you be speaking on something else.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good. Go ahead. Will you say your question again?
Yeah. So it's never good to be hesitant when you approach. So my question is, there's some certain places where do you like decide before, like, let's say something like a gym, like a library, like do you decide like, okay, I'm not approaching in this place before you even get in, no matter how hot the girl is, no matter, like, I'm not gonna approach? Or do you take that decision before, like, you get into such place, or do you approach whatever?
So you're asking, do you approach or not approach based on the place?
Yes, exactly.
No, what would be the reason for that?
Because some places, let's say, for example, the extreme would be at work. At work, you would say, I'm not going to approach at work because this is where I get money. I don't want to fuck my situation up.
Are you talking about? No, I thought you meant like regular places, like, oh, well, I'm not going to approach a woman, like, I don't know, in the train or the freaking airport, or like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
and the train, because you use the same train every single day, and then you get to see the same people every day.
But that's what I'm saying. Why not approach her in the train?
I don't know, because there's gonna be a lot of people around, and
so
just like you took, I assume that you might wanna assume in a more approach in a more open place where you can disengage when the chick rejects you. Because usually I approach in the street, and when she rejects me, I'm like, whatever, I just leave. But in the train, it's like there's no really a place to leave,
No, I'm talking about like you walk into a train station, and there's a girl there, and you.
Oh no, I approach in train stations. I mean, inside a train, inside a bus, inside the library, inside a.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that. So what my whole question to you is, what is the reasoning behind the question you're asking? Like, what is the reason to not approach a woman?
The reasoning is right. I'll tell you the reason. The reason is, I'll be hesitant to approach because I'll be like, I shouldn't be approaching here.
Why? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What is the reason why? Give me a place that you think that you shouldn't approach the woman, and why?
Okay, like a library, for example.
Okay, why not a library?
Because there, I don't know. There might be people around. It might be too loud, or maybe a library is a bad example. I'd say. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you said it might be too loud in the library.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe like I'll give you another example. Inside a train, for example.
Okay, so
while the train is actually.
So that's what I'm saying. What's the reason why though? You're not giving us the why.
The why is I need, like, let's say the approach doesn't go well, then I have to leave the vicinity of the women that I approached.
Why?
You can't say that anymore. That would be creepy.
No. This is what I'm saying. I'm not understanding your why of you don't want to approach the woman in the library. You said it's too loud. The libraries are quiet. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what you're saying.
Yeah. No, I told you, the library is probably, I did approach before in the library, actually.
I mean,
didn't go that
Locario
bad, but
thinks you can approach at a damn funeral.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Like what I'm asking is like, because this is the thing. What I'm saying is there should be a reason to why you don't approach in a particular situation or circumstance. So, for example, if I see a guy walking, holding hands with a woman and kissing her, I'm not going to approach that woman because I'm like, oh, that must be his girlfriend or wife or something. So I'm not. So the reason why is because she's already with a man. That's the reason why I'm not approaching that woman. You understand? Or let's say if I go to work and my boss introduces me to his wife, I'm not going to approach her and try to holler because that's my boss's wife. Do you understand what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is, what is the reason behind you not wanting to approach someone in the library? That's what I'm saying. What's the reason?
yeah, exactly. There's actually no reason in the library,
Okay,
but in a supermarket, for example.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So what is this? What is this thing you're talking about where you shouldn't approach? That's what I'm saying.
Again, in the supermarket, maybe it's a better example because there's a lot of how do you say, like, there's a lot of people around, and then you can't like, let's say the approach doesn't go well, then you have to leave, I guess.
You just have to move on.
Yeah, so
I don't understand.
So are you scared
You're
that?
like, okay, well, good luck. Enjoy your shopping.
Yes, are you embarrassed?
Avocados are fresh today.
Yes, are you embarrassed?
No, I'm not embarrassed, but I think that if when I get rejected, I leave this person alone. I leave them alone. I try to leave their vicinity. You understand?
So wait, so if you go into a supermarket and you was going to get some you're going to get some like what you call it, like some food, right? You're trying to tell me if you go into the supermarket, you didn't pick up your apples and oranges and juice yet, and you see a girl you want to talk to, and you say, "Hey, miss, how you doing? How's your day going? My name's so and so." Blah blah blah, and then she is not interested in talking to you. You're telling me you're going to leave the supermarket before you buy your food?
I might, yeah, I might as well, yeah.
Why?
I truly, I don't know, but yeah.
So
I probably do that.
This is the thing. It's complex. Yeah, it sounds like you're just scared of women. That's the thing. That's the problem. You're scared of women. You're scared of getting rejected. That's the problem.
Okay, here's the other thing, because I approach a couple of women more than once. Also, in coincidence, like sometimes I do recognize. I say, okay, this woman I already approached like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and then I hesitate. I was like, did I approach her? No, did I? And then I'm not sure if I approached her, and then I don't approach. I should just approach, and if I approached her before, then she let me know, right?
Well, this is the thing. This is the thing. How many times does that happen?
2 or 3 times with 3 different women.
Okay, and what happened when you approached the second time?
Mid sentence, I started talking. I was like, and then I stopped myself. I was like, I talked to you before, and then she said yes.
Okay, and you walked away, right?
I shouldn't be doing that.
No, I'm saying, and then after that, you walked away. Yes.
Yeah, I walked away.
Okay, so what's the problem?
Exactly. No, you're right. There's no problem. Exactly. That's it.
So then, what are you talking about? So what's the issue?
No, there's no issue. I'm just scared, man. That's it.
Okay, there we go. Finally, we got to the truth. You see how long it took us to get to the truth? It's okay. Listen, you're scared. Yeah, we get it. It's fine. That's true. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Shout out to you, Mr. Locario. Thank you for the call.
Listen, just get some coaching, man. You'll be all right. All right. All right. Cool. All right, people. All right, so we about to wrap this shit up, man. Make sure that you guys go to shoplocario.com. Also, make sure you guys go to badboymembership.com. Make sure that you guys go to CunninghamElements.com and masculineidentitymembership.com. Make sure you guys go to all the .coms. Tune in tomorrow for the Real Game No Theory show. You feel what I'm saying? Make sure you guys do that and get that cracking. And yeah, man, that's pretty much it. That is pretty much it. We are out of here, and I will holler at y'all later. And remember, guys, truth is inside you. Peace. We out. These hoes fucking with their nose and their lips, and they go around thinking that they hot shit. They cutting up their whole face, new tits look fake. Bitch, you need to stop it. You're getting Botox, trying to look young sounds fun until it's not it. You think you look better think again, because bitch, you are not lit. What the fuck's this about? You're so fucked and I doubt you don't even realize you don't look human. Lip injections look like you got punched in the mouth. That's that self-hate shit. That's what you do when you think you ain't shit. Only the real relate with what I say. Haters hate, I say this. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit. Why are y'all so drastic? Your body is plastic, your mental is that sick. Not being dramatic, but one wrong move and you'll be in the casket. Y'all in a place where I can't be in. I'm a champion. I love myself. I'm happy in the skin I'm in. Why you wanna be in the skin of a Kardashian? Even these males want a facelift. They wanna be like a fake bitch. They wanna fake it till they make it. The fake call me a hater, but the only thing I hate is fakeness. That's the self-hate shit. That's what you do when you think you ain't shit. Only the real relate with what I say. Haters hate, I say this. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit. Fuck that fake shit. Fake ass, fake tits, fake lips, fake that, fake this. I want a real bitch. 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 I want the real shit. I want the real shit.